Hey folks, we're going to take a look at exercise 62 of chapter 7.5. Hey, the big trick in this paragraph is just finding out which solving methods, which solution methods you should use. And in my PowerPoint and also in the video about that, about theory A that is on YouTube, I've provided you with you could say a division and how you can sometimes see which method you have to use. So I'm trying to use the same way to now find which method I have to use here. I think the first thing that I have to do is now get rid of this minus or this 9x by doing minus 9x to the left hand side and the right hand side. Remember to put them in this order: terms with x squared, terms with x, and then in the end the numbers without a variable. Now I have, you could say, 3, some say 4, but 2 of them are you could say the same methods to solve this. I can use the product sum methods, a form of factorization. I can bring the common factor in front of the brackets, which also a form of factorization, or use the x squared is c method, which we have also taken a look at in chapter 5. If you have something with x squared and x and a number without a variable, I think you are going to use the product sum method, because I don't have any common factors here, and because I also have something with an x, I cannot use the x squared is c method. So here I have to look for something like this again. Which two numbers are added minus 9 and multiplied plus 8? I think minus 8 and minus 1. As you can see, when you practice this enough, you sometimes can do this quite quickly. It becomes more difficult when the numbers become bigger, right? So either x minus 8 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. And then that leaves us with x is 8 or x is 1, right? Minus 8 to the left hand side, right hand side, and here plus 1 to the left hand side and right hand side. Okay? So you could have something like this. I want to take a look at B as well. X squared plus 9x equals 3x. If I'm now going to do minus 3x on both sides, then I find x squared. Yeah, 9x minus 3x I can calculate because they are like terms. So I find plus 6x equals 0. Here I have something with x squared and I have a term with x. I think here it's easiest to now use the common factor. Bring the common factor in front of the brackets, which leaves us with x equals 0, the first thing, or x plus 6 equals 0, the second thing. A times b equals 0, which means x is 0 or x is minus 6. Right? That's the second method that you can use. I also want to take a look at the exercise C. X squared plus 9 equals 10. So we have, oh, and my tablet again is acting up. I found out that in that case, if I, save this, yeah, just call it this name. This is very strange, but if I now restart Active Inspire, he has to work again for a bit. I don't know why my tablet is doing this, by the way. It's very weird. If I search for it on the internet, I don't find any answers or solutions. Right. But I can do it like this for a moment. Let's do them right here. So this is 62. See, I've got x squared plus 10, no, plus 9 equals 10. This. You can do this in two ways, and they both give you the same answer. You can use the x squared is c methods. So I'm going to write them next to each other so I can show you the difference. The x squared is c methods, or the difference of two squares. If I use the x squared is c, I want x squared is a number, so I write this as x squared equals 1, minus 9 here, minus 9 there. And then we say, well, c is positive, so I find two answers. X is square root of 1, or x is minus the square root of 1, with the minus outside of the square roots, which gives me x is 1, or x is minus 1. Done. If I want to use the difference of two squares, however, I get my minus 10 deleted right here, so I rewrite it like this. X squared minus 1 equals 0. Minus 10 to the right hand side and minus 10 on the left hand side. And this is the difference of two squares. Remember when I said that you could kind of avoid this later on? Well, you can avoid it because you could use the x squared is c method here. But this works as well because I can now rewrite this, factorize it, by writing it like the difference of two squares. And this is a product again. So now I can say x plus 1 equals 0, or x minus 1 equals 0. So x is minus 1 or x is 1, which is the same answer. Which one do I prefer? If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I like this one a bit more, but that's my personal preference. Maybe you like this one more. In that case, use the difference of two squares. If you see this one as your personal preference, then use this one. Both are equally correct as long as you write down the intermediate steps, right? I still want you to do that. Find the method you like the most. I think the other exercises in 62, you can solve them in the same way. It's just up to you to find the correct way to either factorize them or rewrite them to the form x squared equals c. Right? Good luck. Check yourself using your answer book, please. And if you still have any questions, please ask them the next time you see me. Good luck.